Hello and welcome to Noticing with Natalie. I'm your hostess, Natalie Ross, she, her. This is a space about cultivating connection at a nervous system level because I believe connection is an essential nutrient to human and planetary well-being that we are severely deficient in. I offer trauma-informed somatic sessions for people who want to feel more confident putting themselves out there, especially to share their gifts, promote their businesses, or offers, and expand their capacity for being seen and received. Go to natalie.net to learn more about working with me, and while you're there, hop on to my newsletter. That's natalie.net. Enjoy this episode, and thanks for listening. Something I'm noticing is how many people feel like they're so much better in person than online. They're so much better at connecting with people, at talking about what they do, at engaging, at working with customers or clients, doing their marketing in person. And a lot of people come to me struggling because they want to go online because there's only a limited pool of people in any one area, right? Unless you're traveling around. And even then, how do you meet people? So there's this kind of disconnect of, okay, if you're better in person than online, but you want to go online so you can reach more people, how do you do it? And a common misconception is that Instagram equals marketing, because Instagram, social media, that is only a vessel for connecting with people. It is not a necessity. It is not the only way to market yourself. It can play a role in an overall marketing ecosystem. But I just want to pop the bubble right here before we get deeper into this conversation that Instagram is not marketing. And so going online does not have to mean posting to Instagram, going live on Instagram, doing reels on Instagram, or anything like that. I get into that in the workshops that I teach. I will stand on that hill and battle for that all day. What you can do, though, is remember we're all still people. On the other end of every screen is a human. You're a human, they're a human. And even with AI helping automate things and write content and it doesn't matter. There's still, at the end of the day, at the end of the line, there's a human somewhere. We are still humans connecting with humans. And if you're spiritual and woo-woo like me, or like yourself, and you don't have to be woo-woo or spiritual like me, but perhaps you may share this experience of spirit being part of everything. Spirit is even online. Spirit is in the algorithm. It is in the phone. It is in the screen. It is in the Instagram. It is everywhere. And spirit can use any channel as a way to help connect us human to human. And so that's my approach. Is I come to marketing, I come to connection, I come to putting myself out there, not in having to play by any rules of got to post this many times to Instagram and use this format and da. I focus on human to human connection, however that is going to be best made in my capacity and in the capacity of the people I'm connecting with. And if spirit wants to help me connect with people through Instagram, so be it. But I'm not going to force it, and I'm not going to deny it if that's where spirit's guiding me. You do you. So, okay, talk to people. This is, even if you're online, you can still talk to people one-to-one. If you're better in person than online, then I recommend thinking about ways like this that you can actually connect with people human to human. How can you connect with people? You can have connection calls with them. You can do market research calls, or like I like to say, relationship research calls with them. And you can do, instead of trying to reach new people by posting to Instagram, you can be a guest on a podcast. Or if you don't like speaking, you can be a guest in a written interview, perhaps that goes out in someone's email newsletter or on someone's blog post or on a publishing site. So these are ways, start thinking. I'm going to recommend, if you're better in person than online, start thinking about, well, what is it? How do you like connecting with people? If you like connecting one-to-one with people, then how can you get yourself in one-to-one situations that translate to online? Like being a guest on someone's podcast. You're literally just talking one-to-one with a person and having a conversation, and then it gets broadcast out. And it's so fun if that's your thing. Or if you are better in person, but with groups, then how can you go meet new people by being a guest teacher somewhere, or holding workshops, or holding free events, or collaborating with someone who's already gathered people that they can bring you into their space and welcome you, and you can do your thing and connect with people. That's how you can be real, be yourself online. That's how you can bring those skills of how you're better in person than online to the online space without having to play by the social media rules. Thinking about human-to-human connection is going to be the thread that weaves everything together, no matter what the platform is, no matter what, if it's a podcast, if it's YouTube, if it's a mail, like something physically sent in the mail, promoting something, like, okay, how are you going to be connecting with other humans? And you can start to think about this too. You can think about, well, what would be fun? What would be exciting? What would be motivating? What would be inspiring? Even if it's a little bit scary. Even if you have a friend that's willing to pretend with you and practice and be like, hey, can you just pretend that you are meeting me for a connection call and we can talk? I'll ask you questions. Like, what can you do to move towards having more face-to-face or one-to-one or one-to-many live in-person connections, even if they're facilitated online? And another point about this is it doesn't have to be like all day, every day. Even just having one call a week or one call a month with someone from your newsletter can be enormously inspiring, invigorating, motivating, clarifying. And if you're wondering, like, okay, well, Natalie, what do I actually say? Or who do I ask? Or how do I ask? Where, when, what do I pitch? All that stuff, like, all that stuff, all the logistics and all the stuff that rubs up against your capacity that perhaps creates friction and resistance. That's what I can help you with. I can help you with that. That's where I shine. If you feel safe and comfortable with me, you can book a one-to-one session with me, or you can even book a connection call. Come check me out. It's free. We chat. I ask you some questions. You get a feel for if you like being with me, if I can help you. I get a feel if I can help you. And we go from there. It's no pressure. So yeah, I'd love to hear if this brought any aha moments for you, if you are having any ideas of how you might start facilitating more human-to-human connection, even though you're online. If you want to email me, hit reply to any of my newsletters or reach out via my contact on my website. I would love to hear. And if you are wanting support for actually executing this, implementing this, or moving through the stuff that comes up around it that's just like, ooh, a little bit too nervous, not enough excitement, but you still are like, oh, this feels good, but I'm not quite there yet in my capacity. Connect with me. Let's have, you can have a connection call and we'll ask, we'll talk and chat, or you can just go ahead and book a call with me and we'll get right down to business. And yeah, feel free if you have any questions to reach out. I hope this helps, and wishing you a really beautiful day. Thank you for your time and listening.